Facebook is rolling out a lot of new placements that are showing smaller images. Like the Reels ad placement and the smaller scrollable ads in between, within the feed. And it's so simple. It's only the image and eventually the creative, what do we call the primary text? Sorry, not even the primary text, just the headline to appear. And so you have to make sure that your image really does the job in terms of pushing, the key message is really the most important part is you want to tell them what is in for them and what you want them to do. It won't go wrong if you follow these two things. So basically, that's for me. If you ask me, moving forward, my ads design strategy is going to be like really focusing on the image itself, and copywriting become a little bit more secondary. So it's whether it's long copy or short copy, if you are allowing your ad to appear in all these new placements, you got to make sure that you have to pay a lot more attention on the image itself. So the copy, it may or may not show. But if you want a long copy, to really use the long copy to qualify your audience, which is something that a lot of advertisers are using, then you have to probably consider making sure that your ad only appears on the feed, as in like the Facebook feed and Instagram feed. So eventually, you can get your message delivered across. So choosing platform or choosing placement becomes something very important. You got to be really aware about what are the placement available. So it's very simple. All you need to do is just go back to your ads manager. At the ad placement part under the ad set settings, you can go and mouse over each and every one of the ad set settings, or so-called the ad placement options available. It will show you the so-called the demo in a video format, so you know how it appears and eventually how does it look like and all this stuff, to make sure that you are choosing the right one. And in my opinion, moving forward, optimizing your creative for each placement is also quite important. That's why if you want to optimize, like for example, right, I don't usually allow my ads to appear on stories, because in my opinion, when it comes to stories, the percentage of people clicking on things, or the so-called intention of people clicking on things, may not be that high as versus to the, like the feed. However, it actually gets a lot of impressions. That's the other thing. So if you want to make sure that your creative is optimized for each platform, I would say my take, in my opinion, at this point of time, being a person who always look for the simplest way to do things, I would still choose square images as of now. However, the other day when I was discussing with Mark, okay, he gave us a very good point where when you design, might as well you design using a slightly portrait mode, which is like 3 to 4. 3 to 4 works well in most, and of course you can actually use it to maximize for the medium part. And when you go square, it's gonna be good. When you go 3 to 4, it's gonna be good. And when you go into the story mode, it's gonna be like, of course, it doesn't look that bad, right? So something to ponder. Okay, so ads design and copywriting will be significantly changed in 2022 because of the new platforms and stuff that will be introduced to us this year itself. However, like I said, there's no right or wrong. Eventually, if you are, if you belong to the school of thoughts where you prefer the long copy, well, then you have to probably choose your placement a lot more effectively.